What are your biggest cake problems or cake frequently asked questions? Broken cake layers? Trying to undo a decorating mistake? Air bubbles in your icing or frosting? Leaning cakes, sloping cakes, bulges? In this video, I'll share why these things happen and how to fix them. If a cake falls apart when you turn it out of the pan, don't throw it away. Wrap it in cling film or saran wrap and put it into the fridge to chill so it gets less crumbly. When you put your cake together, use buttercream as glue to attach the broken pieces together. When this buttercream sets, it will hold the layer firmly together. Use the broken cake as a middle layer, and the intact layers above and below it will keep the cake stable. The buttercream will even hold the slices together when you serve the cake. If you're intimidated by piping, you'll love this next quick fix. Before piping onto a cake, always chill it in the fridge to set the frosting, so that if you don't like your piping, you can scrape it off without damaging the frosting on the cake, since that buttercream is cold and firm and will hold its shape. Now you can pipe again, practicing the same technique again or trying something different. You can do this on the sides of a cake too, by chilling the frosted cake before decorating it. If you decide you don't like your decorations, you can scrape them off straight away, while they're still soft, without damaging the cold, firm buttercream frosting underneath. Using a warm cake comb makes this easiest. Dip the blade into hot water or use a blowtorch or hairdryer. The warm metal will scrape the soft buttercream off effortlessly. Next, here are 3 ways to get rid of air bubbles in your buttercream. The first is to stir it quite aggressively in the bowl, knocking your spatula against the sides of the bowl to push any air out of the buttercream. The second way is to scoop out about 1/3 of the buttercream and microwave it for 10 seconds. Stir this melted buttercream back into the main bowl of buttercream, and as it mixes together, it will create the perfect consistency for spreading and smoothing it onto a cake and get rid of any stubborn air bubbles. If you notice air bubbles appear as you smooth the frosting on your cake, use the third way to get rid of them, which is to heat the edge of your cake comb with a blowtorch or hairdryer or hot water. Rub it with a towel or paper towel and pinch it to check it's warm, not hot. The warm metal will glide over the surface of the buttercream, warming the very outer layer and dragging it around the cake to fill in any air bubbles or shallow indents or imperfections. Leaning cake? Here's a quick hack to straighten it. Wrap the cake in cling film or saran wrap and then push against the lean to center all of the cake layers on the cake board. Now put the cake into the fridge to set the filling and frosting, which will hold the cake in its new straight position. Once the frosting is cold, it will be firm, not sticky, so now you can peel the plastic off without pulling the buttercream off with it. If you see a cake's filling bulging out through the frosting, it's because the filling is too runny and the weight of the upper layers of the cake is pushing it out. For runny fillings, like this jam, you need what's called a buttercream dam, which is simply a ring of buttercream piped around the edge of each cake layer. This acts as a wall to hold the runny filling in so it doesn't ooze out. When you've assembled your cake, put it into the fridge to set the buttercream dams so they get firm and secure the cake layers in place before frosting the cake, and now as you spread and smooth the frosting, the filling will stay where it's supposed to and you shouldn't see any bulges in the sides of the cake. After taking all of the time and effort to smooth your frosting, this has probably happened to all of us. Poking a finger into the frosting or knocking the cake against something else. Don't panic, this is easy to fix whether the frosting has set or not. Just spread a bit more buttercream over the wound, and instead of smoothing it with your spatula or cake comb, use a little piece of acetate. This is flexible plastic that will curve around the cake to match the curve of the frosting, and it will smooth this new buttercream without damaging the frosting that's already on the cake. There we go, no more finger imprint. After filling and layering your cake, if you notice the top is sloping, it's not too late to fix it. A spirit level is useful here to show you if it really is sloping. Use a serrated knife like a bread knife to trim off the top, and then check with a spirit level if you've corrected the slope. If the bubble is in the middle, the cake is level. Now you can frost and decorate your straight, level cake. I hope these hacks will help you fix these common cake problems or challenges. To learn hundreds more cake decorating techniques and designs and practical tips and tricks, visit my cake school on BritishGirlBakes.com and join my all-you-can-cake membership for access to everything on my cake school. Start a free 7-day trial to try it out. I'm that confident you'll love it. See you there!